Take all your overriding thoughts from that.
There's a positive to take. I think the last time we beat the Tigers here was 2009, so happy to get that one off the books. I thought for 3 quarters we played pretty good football. We allowed them to score too much in red time. I think they scored 34 points in red time across the course of the game. We scored 6 points, and I thought we didn't really finish the game out. I feel a little bit like, we've had 3 games where we've played in pretty intense heat, and last week was a bit wet. We just looked a little bit flat in the end. I don't know whether that was anything to do with it, but we did look a little bit flat. To Richmond's credit, though, they finished the game out. And I thought this year we've been hard to score against, but tonight we're a bit easier to score against. So need to have a look at the tape and see what the reason was behind that. I've probably answered a lot of questions there, but that's sort of my assessment of the game at this point in time.
How much does the rearrangement of the fixtures do you think contribute to? Did you have to change much of your planning in terms of fitness schedule, that sort of thing?
Oh, you mean with us not going ahead with round 0? No, I don't think that. I think it's been more to do with just how much heat there's been in the games. Like the Sydney game was a really hot day, humid. Same against West Coast. Last week it was a bit wet, but it was really hot in Brisbane again. So maybe that takes its toll. I don't know. I'm not a sports scientist, but my eye tells me that. I just thought we got a little bit tired and lethargic in the last quarter. Not taking any credit away from Richmond, but we can certainly play a lot better than that.
How much of a focus was the start, kicking 4 of the first 5 goals after a few slow starts to start the season?
Yeah, no, that's been talked about a fair bit. I mean, we spend all our time looking for trends in footy, and that is a trend, fair enough. 3 weeks in a row we did that. Wasn't a problem of ours last year. I think we won a world record number of first quarters, didn't we? So I didn't really talk about the start this week. I was pleased that we started well. I'm pleased that we won the first quarter. I'm just a bit disappointed with the last little bit of it.
You mentioned that we were not winning against Richmond since 2009.
Sorry, mate.
You mentioned that we were not winning here against Richmond since 2009.
Yeah.
How much of that was a focus?
Yeah, we did talk about that because we've been thumped by them a few times, and then I think the last time we played them here, we coughed up a pretty decent lead. So it was a little bit of a monkey off the back. I mean, we've all, from my time of coaching the club, we've always sort of tried to tick off hoodoos, if you know what I mean. Like the MCG was a bit of a hoodoo at one stage, and we've never been able to beat Geelong 2 times in a row until last week for a long, long time. Today was about trying to put the record straight on that one. It's a long time, so it's good to do that.
So much talk about the forward line this year with no Joe. There's 11 individual goal kickers tonight. How much is the spreading love the solution to the major hole in the forward line?
Yeah, I think it's really important. I hark back to my time at Hawthorn when we lost Lance Franklin to Sydney, and everybody thought that was the end of Hawthorn. We actually became a more efficient team going inside 50 because we didn't kick the ball to him all the time. We're still learning to play without Joe, but last week we kicked 10 goals and had 10 goal kickers. Tonight we've had 11. So that's promising. I think we can still improve a little bit in there, but a work in progress.
And Tom today get through the VFL, and how many games do you think he needs there before he's considered again for the AFL selection?
Yeah, I haven't had a chat to Tommy about how many games he thinks he needs. He probably needs more than 1. Today would have been huge for him. 2 years out of the game. Wondering if it's going to happen again. Like psychologically, it would have been really tough. So I want him to be feeling really confident in himself before we put him in. So I don't know how long that'll take. Hopefully not too long, but I'll just give him all the time he needs.
There were thousands of fans outside the gates before the game because of the increased security after the gun scare the other night. That incident, did it get discussed amongst you guys, or are there any concerns at all?
No, only in I know it's not a laughing matter, it's a serious matter, but it was sort of a weird thing to be talking about. So it was a topic of conversation at the dinner table last night, but not much more than that. I mean, it's pretty easy to tighten up on security. It's probably just one of those unfortunate little accidents that happen. And the good part about it is that nothing bad happened. That's the main thing.
Another really, really good game from Will Ashcroft. He seems to like coming to this venue. How excited are you by the fact that he's only 21 and playing tremendous football.
Yeah, well, his last 2 games have been great. He's probably a little bit scratchy in the first couple, but his last 2 have been great. So, no, he's an exciting player. I think his brother will develop in the same ilk. He's very influential today. Had some great moments. So, yeah, we look forward to as much Will Ashcroft action as we can possibly get.
Can you keep Jasper Fletcher off half-back once Breen Starsmith returns this time?
Yeah.
So much for you there.
It's a good question. He's been great, Fletch. He looks like a bit of a natural back there. So, no, that's one of the things we'll have to talk about it. But it's good to know that he can go there and get the job done. He looks a natural in that position. So, yeah, I thought he played well today.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.